Today, we're going to talk about something many of us have in our homes, the smart assistant. They're super helpful, but it's also really important to understand how they work. Our goal here is simple. We just want to help you stay aware, stay calm, and ultimately stay safe.
You've probably heard of them, right? Amazon's Alexa, Apple's Siri, the Google Assistant. These voice-activated helpers really do make our lives easier. I mean, they can set an alarm, play music, or even turn off the lights, all with just a simple voice command. But all that convenience does bring up a really important question. See, for them to be so helpful, these devices have to be listening. So you have to wonder, how much are they really hearing? And what does that mean for our privacy? Let's take a closer look. All right, so to really get a handle on this, let's break it down. We're going to look at 4 key things you should know about how these devices listen. Okay, first up is what we call always-on listening. For your assistant to be ready the second you need it, the microphone is always active. It's just waiting to hear that wake word, Alexa or Hey Siri. The thing is, this means it might accidentally pick up bits and pieces of other conversations happening in the room. Next, there's something called accidental activation. This happens when the device mishears a word, maybe from the TV or just in a conversation, and thinks it heard its wake word. When that happens, it can start recording by mistake. And that means private moments could be recorded when you had no idea. The third risk to be aware of is something called human review. Now, to make these assistants better and more accurate, the companies have said that sometimes their employees listen to short, anonymous clips of audio. So what that means is a recording from inside your home could potentially be heard by another person. And finally, the fourth risk is hacking. If your home's Wi-Fi network isn't secure, it's possible for a hacker to get into your smart assistant. And since these devices are often connected to other things in your home, this could be a serious problem. It could mean someone listening in, or worse, even controlling things like your cameras or smart locks. Okay, hearing all that isn't meant to make you worry. Not at all. It's about being empowered. So now, let's walk through a few simple, practical steps you can take to manage your privacy and really take control of your device. So here are 4 easy things you can do. First, make it a habit to go into your account settings and delete your voice recordings. Second, use the physical mute button on the device whenever you're not using it. Third, just think about where you place your assistant. It's probably best to keep them out of private spaces like bedrooms. And fourth, take a look at the apps that are linked to your account and get rid of any you don't use anymore.
And all of this really comes down to a core idea for staying safe with any kind of technology. Always stop, think, and verify. So before you connect a new app, or if you're just not sure about a setting, just pause for a second. Take that moment to verify what information you're actually sharing.
This brings us to the most important point, the final takeaway here. It's simple. You are in control. These tools are made to serve you, and just knowing how they work is the key to using them safely and with confidence. There's a really powerful way to think about this. Control their settings before they start controlling your privacy. That really says it all, doesn't it? You're the one with the power to set the boundaries. Remember, the goal here is never to fear technology. It's about being informed and just a little bit cautious about how we use it, because awareness is protection. When you stay alert, you stay safe. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay aware, and please, think about sharing this information with your family.